Over.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Cowboys 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert
3. Prescott to throw it. Floating one, incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
we're going to 52.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Myles Garrett.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Browns' 15-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I got you. 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check. Mike 51. Man, I got you.
93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
I'm here all day. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Tackle.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
His pass.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Jarvis Landry.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Mayfield down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Big play.
A gain of...
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 55 is marked, 55.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll move the chains. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Chubb. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
He's taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to Jarvis.
That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up
second and 5 from the 8.
At the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. He's coming.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 6.
No chance. Check three. Hey, kill. 47. Check, 93's the mic. Watch the slant. Big gap. Here we go, 46. Check, 93's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Throwing. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 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 check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now a second down and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. 5-6. Mike 51. Hey, pick your game up.
Dalton here from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Now Dalton with a first and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again. Prescott on second and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Go. Get out there. Oh, get it. Bring it. Kill. 51. Here we go. 51's the mark. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
16-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The ball carrier.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 15.
65.
Prescott from the gun. And now here is another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Back to you. Say, King. Point it right.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up when they peep us. Juice us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she cool, you can sell that seat.